Hello everyone, how are you? This is Peter the Emir. Today we're gonna play Black and White, Orzhov Control. We're gonna exile everything our opponents do. With this new card released in the Innistrad set, Rite of Oblivion. For 2 mana, a black and a white, you can pay as an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a non-land permanent. You can exile a target non-land permanent. So you can exile anything. A creature, a planeswalker, an artifact, an enchantment, anything. And for a flashback cost, you can cast it again from your graveyard for 4 and sacrifice a non-land permanent. So we're going to be running a lot of non-land permanents. We're going to have Eyetwitches, Acquisition Experts, Elderfang Disciples, and tokens that we generate with Lolth Spider Queen. So we do need a fair amount of creatures in this deck and tokens, so we have 15 creatures, including Westgate Regent, only 2 copies, but he's gonna be a good finisher in this deck because we're gonna have exiled everything. So yeah, this is one of the new cards we'll be using. We'll also be using the Meathook Massacre. It's gonna be one of the ways to gain life and slowly drain our opponents. So it's a very good, because we're gonna sacrifice our stuff all the time, and whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. And we're gonna sweep the board and remove our opponent's stuff quite often, so we're gonna gain life this way as well. So yeah, we have 4 copies of Deadly Dispute because it helps us to ramp. I pondered including Village Riot as well, but meh. We already have enough sacrifice for our creatures with Rite of Oblivion and Deadly Dispute, and Deadly Dispute is much better than Village Riot because it creates a treasure token, and treasure tokens are permanents, okay, that you can use with Rite of Oblivion. So if you have a treasure on the board, you can sacrifice it to exile a target non-land permanent. So it's very good. So Rite of Oblivion is one of our targeted removal that we have. We also have Soul Shatter as untargeted removal. It's still a very good removal. Targeted removal with Baleful Masteries, 2 copies. And we have mass removal with Meathook Massacre, Blood on the Snow. Kaya can remove stuff as well. She's good at it. And since we're going to be using Acquisition Expert and Elderfang Disciple, we're going to have Turgid in our deck as well. So we can either play the Lantern side or the God side, depending on the situation. I mean, it will be yours to see whether the Lantern and the God fits. Both are good depending on the context. And with Westgate Regent fits really well with the God side, but it's just a good creature to have on the board. Can become a 16 by 16 that's really hard to deal with for your opponent. So yeah, we have Lolth for the tokens, Westgate Regent, Kaya, Turgid, very powerful stuff. 3 copies of Blood on the Snow because it's still very good whenever you're using strong creatures that you want to bring back. Blood on the Snow is still a major deal. It's just that many decks are very aggressive now with the new release, so Blood on the Snow is kind of slow. Which is why many new decks don't use it, but it's still good. Now, exiling stuff is good, but we don't always exile it with Rite of Oblivion and Kaya. So we have 3 copies of Hive of the Eye Tyrant to exile stuff from our opponent's graveyard, because there are still stuff with Flashback and Disturb that you want to hit with this. We're gonna exile everything. Oh yes, and having small cheap creatures on the board will be very useful against control decks that are slow and try to control the field. So yeah, 3 copies of Field of Ruin because it's very good. I mean, you need this, and it helps you thin your deck. To have fewer lands in it. So in total we have 24 lands, 3 Field of Runes, and 3 Hive of the Eye Tyrant. The rest are just jewel lands. I mean, yeah. So that's it. That's the deck. Let's see how we have access to a sideboard with the Eyetwitch. So sciences, best summoning to have stuff to sacrifice. For our Rite of Oblivion, introduction to annihilation, to exile more stuff. Mascot Exhibition, it's always good. Confront the past, 2 copies because we have a bunch of planeswalkers, and planeswalkers are very important. I used not to have Kaya before the Innistrad release, but when I saw Rite of Oblivion, I mean, this is something you need in a Kaya deck. I mean, it fits really well. So let me show you how it does. We're gonna exile everything. So yeah, you might have noticed that I only used 2 cards from the new set. Well, 3 cards with the Field of Ruin, but I don't have all of them right now, so I'm looking at what I can use at the moment. I don't pay to play, so yeah. Do with what I have. It's kinda slow, opponent goes first. If we're up against an aggro deck, this is trouble. We don't have draw. Okay. We draw another good thing. Wait, why didn't I go for the Snarl? Anyways, it's gonna be okay. I can still use it with this. Okay. I'll exile it. Eventually. Yeah. If you think I'll make you discard more stuff, maybe you ought to not to use your portable holes. Okay. Black, blue, white. I'm gonna use it right now, because I might have a counter spell. Did not draw a land. Great. Okay, here's one. Wait. It's a good time for the lantern. Oh yes. So they might be running something to destroy artifacts with red and blue. I don't remember what it's called. But I mean, if they run this, they don't have many spells. What is this? Do they have Goldspan Dragon? I have Soul Shatter. Eventually they might choose to sack the portable hole to give me back my Eyetwitch. Okay. This is gonna slowly drain them. It's amazing. And it's hard to target. Give me back my Eyetwitch. If you don't want to discard stuff, I'll make you. Oh, next turn, Hive of the Eye Tyrant might attack you. Okay. So I want to leave at least 3 mana open. Yeah. They run Prismerica, man. That's the spell I was thinking of. Are they gonna counter it? So sometimes when someone play Acquisitions Expert... Oh, Doomscar. Is this CGB's deck? I think I saw him use this with the new Planeswalker in white and blue. Huh. I'm gonna exile it if I see it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 2 open. It's not enough. I don't think. Do they run Goldspan Dragon? This is an instant, so if I target it, they can cast it before I do. Yeah, so. But it's still damage. Okay. Where is it? Yeah, cast it. I didn't know they could cast it once I have selected it. Okay. Now is a good time to sacrifice this to get my Eyetwitch back? Nah. Not worth it. Yeah, they don't seem to be running Goldspan, or they don't have it right now. Is there anything they could use in their graveyard? Maybe. Let's take out the bigger spells. Haven't found your Planeswalker yet? This is weird. Why does he have a pumpkin on his head? What's the card? Sunset Revelry. Okay. Weird card. Hello. Land is okay, so you wanna block? No? Why do you have them? So I haven't All I had was my Turgid, okay. What removal do they have? They sure are going through their deck. 29 cards remaining. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. So I want another. Snowland to bring back Turgid. Duggan? Yeah. Nice music. She can pound them. Even if they have a dragon on the battlefield. They really have nothing, do they? They have Imrith. They don't have many permanents. But they run Saw It Coming. We saw only one of it, so there are probably 4 of them. Maybe another one in hand. They run Doomscar, Behold the Multiverse. I mean, with the amount of permanents they have, they probably have a Rune's Epiphany. Okay. Here I come. A land. Let's just attack you. Again, I'm gonna exile spells they could reuse. Do I want my Eyetwitch? It's a flyer. Nah. I want one for a 1/1. I like my treasure. Man, they really have nothing. Do they have another spell? Is this a Doom Scar? Is this a Saw It Coming? Let's poke them first. They have a counter spell. I mean, they're out of cards. Wow, that was a she deck. What was that? What was their win con? Imrith? Well, Imrith is dead. Doomscar isn't a win con. And if it's your win con, I'm gonna exile it. Okay, this is good. I like that my lands laugh when they enter the battlefield. Discard. Soul Shatter, oh. Innkeeper, oh. I have a feeling that the Meathook Massacre will be useful next turn. They're gonna play Issika's Chariot, probably. No to card draw. Alright. If you run the Skeletal Swarming, I'm gonna exile it. I'm gonna exile everything. Okay. Time for you, my dear. Okay. I kinda expected it. It's okay. You need something in your graveyard that you can bring back with Blood on the Snow. See? Blood on the Snow. I like dealing damage when I can. What you gonna do? Prosperous Innkeeper. Oh, cute. Attack me. See what happens. It's okay, I have Blood on the Snow. What a waste of time. And Rite of Oblivion. I'm gonna go after the creatures that can be brought back with the dead Blood on the Snow. And exile everything. You wanna attack me? You're low on HP, you know that. Okay, so how many snowlands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's enough for Kaya. Ah. It's enough for Kaya.
I just want to get in, get out, and finish the job.
Okay, you're gonna bring back an Innkeeper. I hope you know that I have something here. Crippling Fear. Okay. You never know. What do you have remaining? Oh, that's a good card. That's a good card. Ah, that's a good draw. Gonna exile it. What did you draw? I wanna know. Okay. Say hello to Kaya.
Time to focus. I got a job to do. You'll be fine. Trust me.
Yep, you can start sacrificing your stuff if you want. Very sweet. Don't know what you got, but you're gonna have to discard one of them. Okay. Then I have to exile it, I'm sorry. Maybe now it's not... Man, that's not a good move. I mean, they will be out of mana to draw cards. I don't agree with their choice.
Oh, that's gonna cost you.
What can I bring? There's a Kaya, there's a Turgid. Ooh, Turgid. Ooh. Watch this. Mm-hmm. What you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? A land. Oh, okay. I'll take it. Oh, Soul Shatter would be a good draw.
Cannot be denied.
It's gonna die with Turgid and the flyer attacking. Oh, better. I can't say thank you.
You reek with terror. Exquisite.
Okay.
My power is for
Ghost counter
annihilation.
here. Make sure we get her back.
Ghost feels weird, right?
Let's draw. So we need 4 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's enough. Alright. Just to make sure. Need to block with both. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Not bad. Yeah, good game. That's it. That's it, baby. Oh yeah. Ranking up. Okay, let's try one last game because the games are long. I'd like to showcase the deck a bit more, but control decks are tediously long, especially for your opponents. But getting Spider Queen on your side is cool. She fits in the deck. I have her in my deck. So let me play my Snarl. Oh! Something to destroy for when I draw my Field of Ruin. Great. Cool. Please kill my Eyetwitch. I want to draw a land. Okay. Oh, is it dragons? Or a mill deck? Oh. Well, I'm kind of short on lands. Every time I lose with this deck, it's because... yeah, it's Izzet Dragons. Or the new CGB deck with a bunch of treasure tokens. No, it's Izzet Dragons. Okay. So I would love a land, please. An Eyetwitch. Well, in which case I have no choice but to do this. Man. Okay. Well, so long as I get my land, to be honest. Goldspan time. Yeah, and I'm on 2 lands. Okay. So I can either play Soul Shatter. No, I'll play Soul Shatter. Okay. I might still win. I still have a chance. Here comes the Twitch. Making nice sounds. Yeah, every time I lose, it's because I'm land screwed, to be honest. Okay, so do I go for Kaya, Westgate Regent? If they play Divide by Zero on this, let's go for Westgate. It's something I can bring back from my graveyard if I cast Blong in the Snow. I don't think they'll let me, but you never know. Okay, 1 down. They would have foretold, I think. Unless they have a negate, they might. They do. Okay, time to block with the Eyetwitch. A land. Oh no, I don't have any more lands. Remove the threat. No, this is better. You have another negate. Another side coming. Well, just how many counter spells can they run? That is the question. Okay. That's a good draw. Still. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. I am missing 1. So nothing must hit me. So I could bring back the Eyetwitch. Yeah, I think I have to, and I hope they don't have. Yeah, that's what I had to do, unfortunately. It's the play. Well, this is a good game. No, they don't have enough mana. It's not game over yet. Unless they have another Elrond's Epiphany. What? They can't cast it. Okay. Oh. Never mind. Okay, so as I said, whenever I lose, it's because I get land screwed at the beginning. So it's for real. It's not a joke. It's not because I'm a sore loser. I mean, I rarely lose with this deck when I'm not land screwed. It's just something about the card draw. I mean, sometimes, 24 lands, you expect to draw a land about every 1 in the 2 turns. Because you have about 50% chance to draw them. I have 4 lands in my hand. So maybe now I'll get land flooded. Oh, nice. What does this do? Whenever it enters the battlefield, will sacrifice it, mill 4 cards, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh! I'm gonna exile your graveyard. I'm gonna do it. Warrior Disruption? No, thank you. So they don't run Snowlands, but they play in their graveyard? Weird. No need to show white yet. Do I kill their land? I don't really care. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. We're testing the waters, seeing what we're up against. Okay. You don't want to kill a Eyetwitch? Want to discard a counter spell, maybe? Soul Shatter. Nice. Okay. I kind of want to keep one in hand and exile stuff from their graveyard. Okay, they're dead next turn. Oh, they're not. Okay. I don't need white this turn. Oh, they're far from there. Okay. Just the one. Esika's Chariot. Okay. Meow meow. Okay. A shambling gas. They want mana. Or they want to kill my flyer. No, they want mana. They're screwed. Okay. Let's add a flyer. Okay. So how much do they need for cut? Come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they have a Lolth. Okay, Lolth isn't bad.
My children wrench their hand. Do what I demand.
Are you gonna tap the spiders? No. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can do 1. Bring the chariot. Yes. I'll kill it. Well, I didn't think it would end this way, but you know what they say. Math is for blockers. They didn't have to die. They have the Meathook Massacre. Anyways. So that's the deck. I hope you like it. It's Orzhov Oblivion. Exile everything. So, yeah. Maybe this new card, it has amazing value. We didn't see it much in the deck, but I really use it a lot in the footage. I mean, but you see it often. I mean, you have 3 copies in the deck, so you don't you mid game you have seen it usually, and you have started exiling stuff, and I mean, it is huge value. I mean, 1 card can be cast twice. Really good, and you can recast it with Kaya. You can reuse the tokens with Kaya. It's really amazing. So yeah, we didn't see Westgate shine, but he does shine. Trust me, it's a good card. And you do need bodies on the battlefield that are not just Eyetwitches and Elderfang Disciple. So Westgate Regent is there for this reason. It's your big buddy, but you could replace him with what's it called? It's a vampire. You need creatures to interact with the current meta. That's a thing, and not just small creatures. They're good. We use them to exile, and we use their effect. Enter the battlefield effect. It really slows down the opponent, messes with their play, and then we destroy everything with Blood on the Snow or Meathook Massacre. So yeah, even aggro decks have trouble because we can cast Blood on the Snow pretty quickly. Or Meathook Massacre. So yeah, and deal with what we can't target with this, using Soul Shatter and things like that. So yeah, I would have loved to play against the Werewolves deck, but anyways, I was talking about a creature that you can use, and it's a vampire for 3. You could use the Skyclave Shade, but it's not a blocker, okay? So maybe 1 copy instead of the Westgate, but you want things to interact on the battlefield. And Skyclave cannot block. I wouldn't. It's not that great. It dies. Where is it? Oh, the Nighthawk Scavenger. It could fit in the deck in place of the Westgate Regent. Can be played earlier. It's a good buddy, but Westgate is just harder to remove and has discard effects that are very annoying for your opponent. So unless they have Soul Shatter or stuff like that, it's expensive to deal with, but they need to deal with. So yeah, Nighthawk Scavenger is easier to deal with, but it's an earlier blocker against dragons, so not a bad choice. But it dies easily with 3 HP versus 4 here for the Regent. So it's a huge difference. I mean, you can't target the Regent with what's it called? It's a 1 mana cost instant in red, snow, frostbite. So it can't Westgate. You can't kill Westgate Regents with frostbite, but you can kill the other vampire with frostbite. So yeah, creatures. What other creatures could you use? I mean, let's make it easy. So, that are good blockers. You need good blockers. That's the idea. The Draugr Necromancer isn't bad, but in this deck we don't have. Well, we do have Blood on the Snow, and it does work well with Blood on the Snow, to be honest. And we're also using Soul Shatter, Meathook Massacre, so not bad. Eben Death, good blocker as well. but it dies easy. That's the problem with 2 HP, which is why I wouldn't go for it. So Dragon Necromancer could replace the Westgate Regent. It's not perfect. I prefer Westgate. Gelatinous Cube, actually, nice choice. Because nice effect with Kaya. But again, dies to... I can't remember the name, damn it. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. You know it. Okay. And in white, what could you use? That doesn't die easy. That's the idea. More than 3 HP. Righteous Valkyrie, nonsense. Yeah. Too expensive, but very good. Yeah. I think Westgate Regent is the right choice for the HP. You could use Extus Overlord. It's a nice addition. You could definitely replace Westgate Regent with Extus. The Magecraft triggers work really well to bring back those creatures that you can then... Yep, Extus works well instead of Westgate. 2 copies of Extus instead of Westgate, or 1 of Extus, 1 of Westgate. Both are good. This Angel too works well. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. If a creature an opponent controls would die, exile it instead. That's what we're after. But again, Liesa doesn't work well with the Meathook Massacre because you don't get life from opponent's dying, but it's still a good card in the deck. And it's one of the new cards, so if you want to try it, try it. But it's 1 mana more. Oh no, wait, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, same cost, but a bit more complicated cost. We run fewer white lands than black lands, so if you're running this, maybe more black, maybe a bit more white lands, but meh, I think it's okay. Yeah, so Extus Overlord, Liesa, both good switches for Westgate Regent. If you want to try it, if you try it, let me know how it goes. That's the deck. I hope you liked it. I hope you try it. I hope you enjoy those new cards. I think they have huge value. Rite of Oblivion made me buy Kaya. I didn't have her before, as I said earlier. So yeah, very nice new cards that have tremendous value. Alright, so that's it for today. Goodbye.